Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So we have the long-awaited Prada reedition bag review. So if you guys are interested in my thoughts on this, then just keep watching. Alrighty, so let's just get started. So as you guys know, with all of my bag reviews, if you guys want to see some timestamps or just a specific thing that you're wondering about it, check the description bar below and I have the timestamps if you guys only want to see the what fits part or da-da-da-da. So obviously with all my reviews, I always start off with a general overview. So this is what the bag looks like. I'll try to run through this relatively quickly just because there's a million and one videos of this. But so obviously I do have the black one. So then obviously this one comes with one long thick strap, and if you guys didn't know, if you've never seen this in person, the thicker strap actually does say Prada right over here. I don't know if the lighting can catch it. It does say Prada right here. I feel like if you get the lighter colors, you would be able to see it more. It comes with this little detachable pouch right here. So everything is detachable. If you guys haven't seen my unboxing video for this, I will link it somewhere here. When they give this to you, like package it to you, everything is actually separated, even the chain right here. And then it also has the silver chain and it has the silver hardware. It says the Prada in the black. So whatever color you get in this, it's going to have the same corresponding color from the bag to the metal right over here. The only time that this is going to be gold, like the hardware on this bag, is if you guys decide to get the Saffiano leather ones. The Saffiano leather bags do have the gold hardware, which I think it does look good on it, but I wish they also gave options of Saffiano leather and silver hardware, because I don't know, sometimes the yellow gold that they use with the Saffiano leather, it just, I don't know, it kind of makes it look a little cheapy depending on the color combination. Ooh, imagine if they did like a special edition rose gold hardware. That would be really pretty. Okay, but we're getting sidetracked. So yes, so the chain is completely detachable too. I just want to show you guys. So it goes like this. And then you have all the individual pieces right here. You have the little pouch, the strap, the chain, and the little bag right here. Another detail, if you guys didn't know, is that all of the kind of accent pieces on this bag are the Saffiano leather. So this bit right here is Saffiano leather. The zipper also is Saffiano leather as well. And then you also have the Saffiano leather as the piping also. There is hints of Saffiano leather on the straps. And the same thing with here, just like little bits of Saffiano leather, if you can see that. You guys always know I'm a sucker for little details like this. I don't know if it's focusing properly, but it does say Prada Milano on this little zipper right here, so that's really cute. But you guys know me, I'm such a sucker for like the little zipper detailing, which basically no one but us can see it. Let me put everything back together and we can talk about the bag more. Also, actually, I thought I would show you guys how I put this back together. So I don't know about other people. This is just like small detailed things that I was curious about when I first got the bag. So you see that there's a strap bit right here. So initially I was just putting it kind of like willy-nilly, but because I don't want this to get in the way of this strap right here, this little loop, I actually like to put the chain behind it personally. Let me just show you a close-up of what I mean. You see that right there? And then the same thing with the major strap. I put this one behind everything else. Can you guys see that? So basically in the order of how you clip it onto this ring, I basically do the leather strap bit first, then the chain, and then I use the thick one. I mean, there is no like right rule. I just prefer it that way just so the chain stays in the front when you are holding it crossbody, because if you do put the chain on the back, like at the very last bit, then I feel like the chain a lot of times will go towards the back and I don't like that. So to keep kind of everything full front, I like to do it like this. Another thing that I want to show you guys, what's really cool about this bag is actually how, this is what the essay showed me that you can do. So you can wear this bag multiple ways, I think is basically the main seller. So obviously you can wear it with this full-on strap right here, crossbody, the way a lot of people like to do it. But actually, personally for me, and a lot of my friends that do have this, like to wear it like this. Let me show you. So this is obviously the most popular way that people like to wear it, just the chain, kind of the over the shoulder, just because if you just want to compare it between kind of handle length, so let's put this exactly like this. Do you guys see how this chain is a lot longer, maybe like about 2 inches longer? So if you're holding this bag right here, it is a little tighter, a little more like very like over the shoulder, whereas this one is a bit more comfortable in terms of like you can technically actually open it like this and like grab a couple of things, whereas this one you actually physically have to take it off of your shoulder to actually rummage through it. Do you see like kind of the difference? Whereas this one kind of hangs a bit and this is very like tucked in. But going back to this one, so another cute thing that I never honestly even thought about because I never saw anyone do, but this is actually really, really adorable, is you take this little pouch right here and then you can actually clip this on and make like a mini little bag right here. So let's say you wanted to put your AirPods or something like this is actually really cute. I mean, it looks kind of funny right now, but this is like so adorable to me. Or even if it just hangs like this. So if you hold it like this, do you see that? So if you guys just have it over your shoulder, you just have this little pouch like available. I actually think that's really cute too. Alrighty, so let's just talk about price point really quick. So this does retail for $1,350. If you get the Saffiano ones, I believe it is a bit more expensive. I don't remember exactly, but I'll put the price of the Saffiano one here as well. With color selection of why I got the black one, of course black is signature Prada, like black and silver hardware is just so signature Prada, but I actually initially really wanted this one in the it's called cameo beige. I always thought it was cameo beige, but my essay at Prada actually taught me that it's cameo beige. Apparently, I guess they're trying to be like Italian and fancy. So just for a point of reference, this one is the cameo beige. So I basically wanted this bag with this, and then that would have been perfect for me. But obviously, I did end up getting just both of these. If you guys already knew that. Alrighty, so what fits? This is, I feel like, everyone's most like asked question. So let's just see what fits in here. Okay, ready? Oh, also another little detail I didn't show you. It does have Saffiano leather right here, and it does say Prada Milano. But everybody wants to know is if AirPods can fit in here. So I do have a keychain on mine. So I guess most people, I feel like majority of people actually don't have cases on the AirPods. Like most people that I know and I see at the gym, they only have this like white little thing, which is so crazy to me because I feel like I would lose this all the time. But is if you can fit this in here. I do have AirPod Pros as well, but that one's in my gym bag in my car. So just letting you know though, AirPod Pros do fit in here too. It's just instead of putting it this way, you would have to put the AirPod Pros like this, but you can totally fit it in and it fits perfectly in here. Another quick little comparison, obviously you can put cash, you can put cards in here, but just if anyone wants to know if you can fit like lip glosses, I have the Dior ones. You can fit two comfortably in here. So you go like this. Do you see that? This little pouch I feel like is quite useful, which is really, really nice. And then the major thing that everyone wants to know is what fits in here. So let me just show you a couple of my everyday items. Oh, I have a receipt in here. Oof. So basically I was using my Celine little mini cabasso and I just wanted to see if everything can fit in here. So obviously I have my thick compact wallet. I feel like most people have card holders nowadays, so you can probably fit even more. It's just I've been using my Dior wallet a lot. I have a little coin pouch. Let's put my phone in. I have my car keys. Let's put two lip glosses, because why not? We're just gonna shove some AirPods in here because why not again. A powder compact. And honestly, I think I can fit one more thing in here. I don't know what I could possibly fit, but everything is comfortably in here. Mind you, again, I have a really thick wallet, so if you had a card holder, you can fit even more. You can for sure fit hand sanitizer in here. Let's just take a couple things out. Let's say hypothetically, you're super low maintenance. You just want a phone. And let's pretend this is a card holder. Like in terms of size, this is about what a card holder would be. And you have glasses. And then you legit have room for even one lip balm and then a hand sanitizer. I feel like that's what a lot of people would hold, but a whole glasses case can fit in here super comfortably. So yeah, that's a quick little what fits in this bag. It can hold a good amount of stuff and it's very easy to access. Like for example, the Nano Speedy can actually hold a lot for its size, but what's annoying about the Nano Speedy is the opening on top. It's very hard to get into, whereas this is so easy because you can really just like open it wide. Like the fact that I can so easily fit my phone in here, just like plopping it right here, whereas compared to, let me just grab it just so you guys can kind of see. So for example, this is my Nano Speedy. I feel like a lot of people were actually able to get this, whereas it took me like almost 3 years to get this bag. Anyways, like for example, if you compare me putting my phone in here like you have to kind of angle it in a certain way. And mind you, I have the small phone, so people that has the iPhone 12 Max, so the Max is just all the bigger size because I do have the smaller one. I'm sure, I actually don't even know if an like a iPhone Max can fit in a Nano Speedy, but it's like you have to form fit everything. Whereas you see the length of this is a little bit longer in size, just like slightly. And then even though this is a lot more narrow and thinner, this actually fits a good amount in here. If not, I feel like you can probably fit more in here than you can fit in here, and it's honestly easier to get in and out of. See, like my glasses case, and just getting stuff in and out of, like this hole right here. I feel like a lot of people have complaints about the Nano Speedy. Like obviously aesthetically this is so freaking adorable, right? But to actually like rummage through, you can fit a lot of stuff in here, but you actually have to like take things out one by one. Whereas the beauty of the Prada reedition is that because this opening is so long and you can actually stretch it out pretty well, you can literally just like flickle through here and you can find what you want, which is super nice. But yeah, so that is what fits in the Prada reedition, and it can hold a lot. Alrighty guys, so time for the pros and cons section of the review. So let's just start with the pros, just because there's so many. So obviously you guys saw in the what fits part is that you can fit a lot in here. It's very easily accessible. Like getting in and out of this is very convenient. It's super nice, especially the long chain strap right here. When you can just, the drop on here is a very nice length. Like it's not too long where it bothers you, but it's long enough that you can actually rummage through this and not have to actually take it out, type of a thing, which is really nice. Another pro about this is the durability of this. And what I mean by durability is that, well, one, this is black, but two, so if you guys don't know, this is a nylon bag, of course, but apparently they treat this, like the last final stage of this is they put a coating of Scotch Guard on here, is what the essay told me, so it is water resistant. So obviously if you spill water on here and you just let it sit, it would probably damage it. But if you, let's say you get water or any sort of liquid on here, if you just wipe it away really quickly, it won't damage it at all. Obviously, give or take, if you have like the white nylon one and you pour wine on it, I'm sure that probably would damage it a little bit. But when it comes to water and stuff like that, like I feel like that's just such a main concern that people have, especially with Louis Vuitton and Vachetta, that the moment water hits on it, even if you wipe it away, it's game over. Whereas this is really convenient, where he said even with the cameo beige, if you get water on here, you just wipe it away pretty quickly. Like the bag is fine, it's not going to have any watermarks or anything like that. He said the way to clean this is if you get stains on it, he recommends using just baby wipes and just kind of like buffing it out and stuff like that. And one of my concerns though before I bought this, on a side note, is that I was afraid that the chain over time would tarnish, just because again, like I don't have a Prada bag, so I don't know how the chain wears. For example, like Louis Vuitton hardware, like their lock and then sometimes their zipper, over time they don't wear very well, if you guys know. Like my mini pochette from LV has, like, obviously that one's really old, it's like 6 years old, but it's tarnished pretty bad. Like the metal doesn't stay like shiny. That's the same thing with LV. Everyone knows, like with their Speedies, if you, the lock that it comes with, over time it oxidizes and you have to actually like buff it out for it to be nice and pristine again. It's I was just afraid that this was gonna happen, but he said that doesn't happen, so I was like, okay, that's good. I mean, this is a huge pro, but this could legit match with anything. And I feel like this is just one of the most annoying things that I say, is that like you can dress it up, you can dress it down, but honestly that's just what I look for when I'm buying a bag, is whether or not I can wear this for all occasions. Is this only going to be like a special beauty bag, or can I actually use this on multiple occasions? So the fact that you can use this dressed up or you can dress it down, like I literally took this to Universal Studios and it was completely fine. Like it wasn't too over the top, right? Like who would go to Universal Studios and have a Chanel classic flap? Like just imagine like the heat holding that, you know, on rides, putting it on tables. And I mean, if you live that life and you are that level of bougie, then I aspire to be you. But it's just, if I was going to Universal Studios, this isn't even Disneyland, okay? This is Universal Studios. I would never personally grab a Chanel classic flap. That's just not something that I would do. But this was super easy. Like if you got a little wet, you know, some of the rides you can get a little bit wet, you just wipe it off and it's totally fine, right? Another pro about this bag just in general is just how so many, like, it's just so fun that this is basically a crossbody bag. You can travel with it, keep it safe. You can also just make it into a really cute like little night bag, or just to take it out to lunch. I do definitely feel like with this strap, it makes it two different ways. I feel like the strap makes it more edgy and kind of more trendy, but you can always remove this and just keep it very like classic Prada. I know Kylie Jenner really likes to just use the chain as is, and then Sophia Richie likes to use it crossbody a lot, but it's just like so versatile. I love that it also just has this little pouch as well, just because you can put cash in here, you can put cards in here. I just love that you can put AirPods in here, because more likely than not, when I'm by myself too, especially when I go grocery shopping, I go to the mall, I'm always on the phone, so I just like to keep my AirPods just close by so I can get these ones in and out. So that's super convenient. One thing, I mean, I don't know if this would be a con particularly, but the price is that I know a lot of you guys really like this bag and you want it, but to pay for nylon, and I used to think the same way, as like $1,300 for nylon. Well, let's just round it up, $1,400, because it's $1,350. $1,400 for nylon is kind of crazy. Then at the same time, it's like coated canvas, like anything not leather, I feel like is, I don't want to say overpriced, but to me, the more that I thought about it, the more research that I did, I feel like coated canvas and nylon, they're not the same. Obviously nylon is a little bit cheaper, but I don't know, I feel like they have the kind of the same qualities. Like Prada is known for their nylon, Louis Vuitton is known for their canvas, so you kind of have their, what's the word I'm looking for, their kind of history and their quality with this specific material that kind of goes into that price, if that makes sense. Like for example, like Michael Kors makes canvas bags, but I'm sure their canvas and the quality of Louis Vuitton canvas is different. If they're the same, I have no idea, you can totally correct me, but do you get what I'm trying to say? Is that Prada is known for their nylon and their Saffiano leather, so I don't feel like it's a waste of money, especially just, I just feel like you can really get cost per wear out of this. Like you can really get your money's worth. Like after I bought this, so many people messaged me on Instagram, they left me comments saying like the moment that they bought this, they have been using it every single day. It's just, it's so easy to use. I think the only thing that makes it hard to use for me personally is that most of my jewelry is gold, so I just kind of like hesitate ever so slightly to wear this, and then when I have like my gold necklaces and my gold rings, it kind of just doesn't match, but I'll still just wear it regardless. But I do have to like slightly second guess when I do put this on, but I wouldn't say that's a con, because I could have got this in gold hardware, but I just really like the look of classic black Prada with silver hardware. I think it looks really nice. I guess another con would be some people do think this bag is a trendy bag, because it really did blow up from like, I would say maybe like 8 months ago or so. This bag really blew up, but I think it's more trendy with the strap. But if you take the strap off, I don't feel like it's as trendy. It's trendy in terms of a lot of people have this bag right now, but the actual bag itself is not trendy, because this Prada shape is super OG. Like back in the day, like everybody had this, so I wouldn't consider this bag, it's trendy right now, but the actual bag is not trendy, if that makes sense. I mean, another pro in this too is that they do have so many different colors of this. I actually low-key really wanted this in the pink color. I just thought it was the perfect shade of pink. It was the alabaster pink. I believe it is sold out online, unfortunately, but they do have it in like greens and blues. I know a lot of people have it in like that electric blue color. But yeah, the black and the beige are definitely my favorite for the the strap version. I think the mini version looks cuter in the smaller colors. I mean the brighter colors is what I'm trying to say. So if you're debating between these two and you only want one, honestly I would pick this one, only because you can turn this bag into a little shoulder bag too, and if you want it to be like very travel-y, trendy, you can also have it with the strap as well. I just feel like this is super versatile. And then my last thing is this bag worth it? And obviously you guys can tell, yes it is. And I'm not even saying this just because I own it. I love it so much more than I even thought I was gonna love it. the day that I bought this, and I feel like that kind of just comes along with just buying bags in general. You know, the moment like you save up for something and you're really excited and you finally get it, that becomes your like go-to everyday bag. Like if you find a new seasoning at the market, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna put this garlic salt on everything. It's kind of like the same mentality, but this is just not even just me, just so many people told me the same thing. The moment that they bought this bag, it became their everyday bag. Like they just stopped using everything else because it's so easy to use. Like it's so easy to use. Obviously it is a little bit smaller, so if you're used to carrying a tote bag every day, you probably won't reach for this, because you know, like there's some people that are just really into crossbodies and other people that are just really into big bags, tote bags. They carry their life with them. Day to day I am pretty minimal, so this size is actually perfect for me. Yeah, do I think this bag is worth it? I definitely do. If you haven't tried it on in store, I feel like that's what you need to do. Try it on in store, see what color you want first, see if it goes with your skin tone, and then just think about it for a little bit. Don't be rushed, don't react, just try it on and be like, okay, I'm gonna think about this, walk around the mall, maybe even go home, sleep on it. Honestly, I would even recommend waiting like 2 to 3 days after, just to make sure, because a lot of times like you try it on a bag and then you kind of get into this like high with it, like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna wear it with so many different things, and then you can kind of, when you wait at least 2 to 3 days, maybe even stretch it out to a week just to be really sure, then you'll know like you can't stop thinking about it. Then I definitely recommend this. Again, I know a lot of people hesitate on getting this because the price point versus the fact that it's nylon. They would rather get something either like Louis Vuitton, canvas, or leather. I mean, leather in and of itself is a lot more expensive, but if just take away the material for a second, like, do you like the look of this bag? Do you like the functionality, the practicality of it? And if your answer is yes, I do think you should get this. It's just great. $1,400 is a lot of money for like this little small bag. Like, I'm not gonna say it's cheap, but when you're comparing it to, let's say, a wallet on the chain from Chanel, which is like over $3,000, I think this is a way better bang for your buck, and you can use this on so many different occasions. But yeah, no regrets at all, and I'm honestly so happy that I have both of these. But if I had to choose just getting one, I would get the Reedition 2005 for sure. So yeah, alrighty guys, so I've come to the end of this review. I tried to make this review a little bit faster than normal, just because I feel like a lot of people have already seen reviews about this bag. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did find this review helpful, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.